There are more than enough men out there that want to provide for you and give you princess treatment. And so does your specific person. Let's talk about it. So I'm going to be sharing with you an example of how I changed my self-concept to be able to attract high-value provider men that love to provide. Like, they find joy in being able to provide for women and give their woman princess treatment. Especially if you're in a situation right now, or you have in the past attracted like 50-50 men, or like bozos who expect you to do a lot for them or act like princesses when you are the one that's the prize, then you're gonna want to watch this video. Okay, so the last relationship that I was in, the guy that I was with, like, provided for everything. Like, we went on trips, we went on dates all the time, we went out and had fun all the time. Like, even when I rode the scooters around town in California, like, he would pay for those things. He always insisted and would say to me, Hannah, you're with me, you don't need to worry about money, okay? You don't need to pay for anything because you're with me. This is just how I was raised, and I want to provide for you. I am the man, and this is what brings me joy. Like, I like to provide for you. And there was a little part of me that at first I was kind of resistant to this, because I mean, my relationship before that, I did have a man that was a provider, but not as much to this extent where we would travel and go to all these places and he would just pay for everything, every little thing, that I didn't even have to like think about it or worry about it. Like, in my relationship prior, like, he was a provider, but not like 100% of the time, like my last relationship. And I absolutely loved it. So I just decided from then on out, this was years ago, that is what my relationships were going to be like. Like, I like more of the traditional relationship. Like, yes, I have liberal views. I'm all for equality and inclusivity. But I like, you know, the man being a provider and then me as a woman being a nurturer. That's just what I enjoy. And even now, the men that I have gone on dates with, I'm not in a relationship right now, but the men that I have dated, they were also all providers. And it's not because I went out and said, oh, I expect you to like pay for this X, Y, and Z. I didn't directly tell them that. It's more of an energy or an embodiment, right? I was embodying the version of me who is in my feminine and in my receptive energy, and I just attract and believe that men that are in my life are providers, and that's just how it is. But this wasn't always normal for me. When I was like a teenager or in my younger 20s, like 2021, I'm 29 now, there are some dudes that I dated, I don't even freaking know why. Well, okay, I do know why. It's because I had a lower self-esteem and a lower self-concept. But I would attract men that were like complete fucking bums. Like, I dated a couple bums and I'm just like, what the fuck, where I like had to take care of them, I had to help them out with a lot of things. They like didn't have their shit together, so I was just in this very like martyr energy, or this energy of like, I have to provide and take care of them. Like, I was in the masculine role, and that was so freaking draining. Like, absolute nightmare, not ever doing that again. But I had that experience for a reason, right? It taught me more about like what I want and what I don't want, and it taught me too, like, oh, it's because of the identity that I was embodying. I thought that I had to give more of myself in order to receive the love that I wanted, or provide in order to receive love, when really, like, looking back on it, it wasn't love. It was more like me feeling and being used, and vice versa. But that's when I was younger. So then I eventually evolved out of that and realized, well, wait a minute, this is actually what I want to experience in my relationships, right? And so because of that, I decided this new identity that I wanted to start embodying. I started attracting provider men that would give me princess treatment. So yes, there are plenty of men out there, and even your specific person wants to give you princess treatment, but you have to change who you are being and change your perception of men and change your perception of your specific person if you're trying to manifest your specific person to be a provider. Everything that you manifest is dependent on a couple different things: who you are being and how you believe others show up in your external reality and how they treat you, how they perceive you. So it's like a mix of who you are being and what you believe these other people in your life are being and showing up as well. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to start manifesting and attracting princess treatment from your specific person, or in general in your loving relationships, then head to the link in my bio, because I created an audio bundle that has an affirmation sleep track and an affirmation rampage on receiving princess treatment. And this is going to help you not just receive princess treatment from your specific person or in love and relationships, but also other relationships too. Like, everyone around you is going to start treating you like a fucking queen, because you are a queen. And if you want to take it to the next step further, I also offer one-to-one coaching. More details about that are in the link in my bio. Otherwise, you can always message me as well if you have questions to kind of figure out what will be best for you.